All right. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're from. J-Ro here, host Big Hair Hits, every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. AlleghenyMountainRadio.org with a board game review. Labyrinth. Had this one since last year and put some kids in front of it, and they had a really good time. And the new school year, we're in about a month, and kids have been having fun with it so far, so I thought we'd talk about it here for a moment. What caught my eye, I got this in the Goodwill at Staten, Virginia, and you can see the tag. I paid $1.99. Just kind of the metallic board. I mean, the word labyrinth itself, I like mazes and whatnot, especially when I was traumatized as a child watching The Shining on HBO with Jack Nicholson getting lost in that shrubbery at the end of the film. Spoiler alert, but there you go. And yeah, it's a very traumatizing scene in the film, but it really stuck in my brain. And ever since, I thought mazes, labyrinths, whatnot were pretty cool. So let's go over to the game, see what that looks like. Now, what I've done already is placed these loose tiles on this board. You got about 32 of them, something like that, whatever. And some of them are already glued to the board. Anything that has a yellow triangle can be moved around. So first thing you do is you just place them all randomly however you want. I encourage kids and players to just throw them down there. Don't sit there and go, because, you know, it's more fun. You just put them down, and let's start. Now, you got 4 players, one on each side. Again, I bought this at Goodwill, so the tokens were missing. So for red, I just cut off the end of a crayon. Same thing for green over there. And I used chess pieces for white and black. It's important to have 3D. At first I used coins, but they lay on the surface and you can't see what's going on. So 3-dimensional tokens are the best. Now, we're going to take these tokens off and we're just going to talk about black versus white here on our Labyrinth game. And the object is this. Each player, now the rules I'm explaining it is the way I play it. It just subtracts a lot of the rules and it makes it a lot more fun for kids and other players to enjoy the game. You got a stack of treasures, right? And when a person's playing this for the first time, I just give him 1 treasure card. Boom. So he gets 1 over there, I get 1 right here. Now, what we have, he got an owl. So what I do is I just look for it first to see where it is on the board. Owl, owl, where are you, owl? Right there, there's the owl. So I gotta go from there to there, and I got like a sack of gold, this guy. So let's find that, find it, there it is, not too far away. Now, what you do is, the play goes in a couple phases. You move your piece, you place a tile, and that's it. Those are the only 2 things you do in this game. And you're trying to get to your treasure and get back home. That's what you're doing. Now, the only rows that move are the ones with the yellow triangle. See, they kind of move, boom, like that. And why do they move? Well, here's why. Now, on your turn, you can choose to not move, move a little bit, or move as far as you want. Let's pretend my guy was sitting right here. See, I can move just 1 if I want, or I can go all the way up there, or stop there, or whatever, right? But as you can see, I'm kind of trapped here. So I can choose to move over, which I think I will. I'll just move over here. And the strategy behind me moving is because there's always 1 extra tile, as you can see. And my next turn, well, my next maneuver here is to place this anywhere where there's a yellow triangle. So I try to decide, am I going to help myself, or am I going to hurt the other player? Can't really do anything to him, so we just started. So why don't I try to help myself by doing this? Push it up, 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 up. And, well, actually that didn't help me at all. Whoops. Oh well. So now I'm just kind of stuck there for a while. Well, that's okay. And now the black piece decides where he's going to go. He's stuck in the corner. He can't even move at all. So he has no choice but to place a tile somewhere. So maybe we'll do this just to open up our pathway a little bit, and then it goes out over here. Now, before I take this out, it's important to note that there is one rule that whatever row you take this tile out or you put it in and take it out, the next player cannot use that row. And seeing this as a strategy game, kind of takes a little while, you want to take your time. I always forget what row that is, so it's important, I think, to use a marker, use a pen, a pencil, whatever, to point at it. I use a Q-tip just because everybody at the table can see it. So that Q-tip signifies that you cannot use this row. Right. So let's go over here at white. What can I do to help myself? Here we go. This may help a little bit. Let me push that in there. There. Now I chose not to move. Then I put my tile. So on my next maneuver, haha, look at that. So that's where I'm trying to get. See, there's my card. I'm trying to get right there. So the other player needs to keep that in mind. So what the other player does, let's move the tile, let's move the Q-tip, bam. He needs to decide if he's gonna help himself or hurt me. And we'll just slide that in this way. Boom. And, well, because I'm holding the camera and doing this, I'm not really helping myself, but you get the gist of what's going on. And what you do is, all right, here's my next move. I'm going to choose to move, collect my treasure. What I like to tell players is just flip it over so that all players know that you're trying to get back home. All right? So then I place my tile, fine, whatever. Next guy goes, moves, places a tile. Then I go and I'm trying to get back home. La, 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 right there. Next guy moves, places a tile, whatever. And for the winning run, push it down there. See, I moved. Boom, boom. End of game, right? Just for one treasure. Now the instructions say like the whole entire stack, I believe. And man, that takes a while. So if you're just starting out playing this game with somebody, just use one treasure. No big whoop. Do that for a couple games. Then when you get the gist of what's going on, then start doing like 2 treasure. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And one rule that I've made up, at least I haven't noticed in the instructions, is that if you're pushed off, you know, if an opponent pushes you off the board, boom, then that would mean you'd have to warp all the way back to your own start. So that would be quite annoying if I was, say, like right here, I'm getting close to my treasure, I can make a maneuver, and the opponent slipped a tile in there, I get knocked off, so I gotta go all the way back and try to get back to my treasure. So there's a strategy there. If you're trying to cheat and do it to yourself, let's pretend I got my treasure, now I'm here, and oh, looky, I'm gonna go and push myself off this thing so I can go back home. Well, that's not gonna work. What I do is, it's the other player's choice to decide which home that he gets warped to. Boom, boom. See? That way you can't cheat and say, oh, look, I warped back home and I won. So there you go. That's it. That's Labyrinth. I think it's a cool game. Keep your eyes out for it if you're at Goodwill or whatever. And everybody have a good day. Be good boys and girls. Peace out, Cub Scout. Big Hair Hits every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. AlleghenyMountainRadio.org. See you.